Hello everyone, Carlos Flores back on basics. Before we begin this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel at Back on Basics 9985. Hit the notification button so you can get notified of any new video that comes on board. If you have a question, suggestion, feedback, topic, if you want me to give you my take on anything, put it in the comment section and I'll be more than happy to do so. If you want to connect with me on social media outlets, on Facebook, you can search for me, Carlos Flores Jr. On Instagram, on X, and on Threads, you can type in at Back on Basics. And on WhatsApp, you can type in at Back on Basics 9985. So, let's talk about putting yourself in other people's shoes. What a concept, right? But it is true. We have to put ourselves in other people's shoes because we don't know what they're going through. We don't know what are the things that get them going, that bring them up or bring them down. What are the things that are going to slow them down or stop? I mean, saying something without thinking or without putting yourself in other people's shoes sometimes can backfire, ladies and gentlemen. You have to make sure that you have to be mindful. Why? Because you want to be able to see at least, in hindsight, okay, how does this going to affect the other person? Because remember, right? We're human beings. We all go through our ups and downs. And the problem is that some people can actually live in them down a lot more because things stack up on things, and sometimes they're just surviving. They're not living, they're just surviving, ladies and gentlemen. And so I want to make sure that you understand that this is not this is not about just not saying anything to people. I get it. Sometimes we have to say things, right, that are constructive. But what you should be doing is, while you're communicating that, you should use compassion. Compassion, again, means what? That you're going to put yourself in their shoes and how they're going to react, how they're going to see it, how they're going to be able to adapt, or how they're going to take it. Sometimes people are surprising because they take it in different ways. They take it in surprising ways. I don't want you to get, what is it called? I don't want you to get to the point where you realize that you made a mistake and you already had said something or done something and the other person is not taking your apologies, is not listening to you, is not even talking to you. And so again, as human beings tend to be creatures of habit, right? I've said that at the beginning of all of this channel's videos. We are creatures of habit. The problem is that sometimes we get into habits that we can't break that easily. And so, when we're down, sometimes we're down for a while. When we're up, sometimes we're up for a while, but more than likely it'll be shorter because that's a positive thing. We tend to be negative creatures. Remember, I've said that in previous videos, and I want to make sure that you understand that compassion breaks barriers. Compassion opens communication channels. Compassion makes you think what you're going to say to somebody else and then think about the consequences that they will have, not the consequences that you will have. Is the consequences that they will have, and hearing and listening and seeing what you're trying to communicate to them. And so again, have compassion. It's one of those things that, put yourself in their shoes. Make sure that you're doing the things for the right reasons. And what are the right reasons? Again, that should be something that you or your support system can help you do that. So prep. I mean, don't just do it out of automaticity or like automatic, because that is where things come out and things get escalated between the one communicating and the one listening. So again, ladies and gentlemen, I want to make sure that you understand that putting yourself in somebody else's shoes can make a big difference. Look, at times I've been down and somebody says something that is not even negative, is neutral, and I still see it as negative because I'm in a negative mindset, and that's what happens sometimes as human beings. So again, make sure that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, and make sure that you put yourself in other people's shoes so you can see their potential consequences that happen with your communication, positive or negative. So subscribe to my YouTube channel at Background Basics 9985. Hit the notification button so you can get notified of any new videos that come on board. Again, right? Have compassion. We all go through it. We all go through the downs. We all do. If you don't realize that, then you don't remember what took place before. So again, till next time, Back on Basics.